Okay, let me get one thing clear first, man. Not all mobs, nations formed in what the media wants you to believe in a bad way or negative type of way. You feel me? Some people had no option but to form these groups, man. Okay? Some people immigrated from other countries and were victimized upon arrival, okay? They were picked on, beat up, or worse, man. So, naturally, what's the response, man? The response is to protect you and your community, right? Your brothers and sisters, right? Well, that's how a lot of these mobs formed, man. A lot of these nations formed. Growing up, I was always real tight with the Vietnamese community. Had some really good Vietnamese homies. How I learned to play the game 13, man, one of my favorite games. I love that game. And I'm sure a lot of the Vietnamese homies know what game I'm talking about. The Pinoys, nothing but the utmost respect too for the Filipinos. Had a good few Filipino homies too, you know. And the Filipinos, man, they will open up their hearts to you, show you respect when you ain't getting it in other places. You know, I got nothing but love and respect for the Filipinos, Vietnamese, all Asians, man. Love y'all. So in the early 90s, on Chicago's north side, a group would form who would take on the name Outlaw Loco Bloods, which is very unusual because y'all know there's no Bloods or Crips in Chicago. Now, the group would be predominantly of Cambodian ancestry. Okay, now the thing that is interesting, right, is they had ties and links to California, to another gang who went by the name of Oriental Lazy Boys, who had formed in California out of protection for the Cambodian community. Now the OLBs were active from the early 90s to the early 2000s. I did not meet any OLBs personally. However, as I said earlier, I had a few Vietnamese homies, tight homies, and I knew a few Scorpions, who was another Vietnamese gang. Okay, and they were ops with the OLBs. There was also another Vietnamese gang who went by the name of Vietnamese Clan, also ops of the OLBs. Now, another Asian gang that was around during this timeline were the Flip City Kings. They were a branch of Filipino Latin Kings. Now, they were formed in 1984, I believe, by King Droopy, and they were disbanded eventually, and most of them flipped Latin King, who essentially is the same nation anyway. So anyways, fam, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Next time, I'll talk about Arab gangs in the Shy. Amor.